How's it going, everybody? Welcome to General Hospital Envy, my GH after show. A lot happened this week, so let's just get right into it. First of all, Anna and Valentin are teaming up. Whoa! Alright, so let's talk about how that happened exactly. Cassandra, who is trying to run a drug operation in Port Charles and trying to sucker Valentin into it, blackmailed him by hanging out with Nina and his daughter Charlotte. But before Valentin even knew this, he was already at Anna's house confronting her and accusing her of, investigating him for the millionth time. Anna decides to be truthful with him for the most part and lets him know that she is on to Cassandra's drug reign. Of course, Anna asks Valentin if he's in the operation with her or not. He denies it, of course, and she's like, okay, so prove it. Work for me. Valentin is like, yeah, in your dreams, and when he leaves and meets up with Cassandra, she proves that she is very much in touch with Nina and Charlotte. Cassandra ain't playing no games, so Valentin decides to go back to Anna's and agrees to work for her. Meanwhile, this drug operation that's beginning in Port Charles is starting to bring patients into General Hospital. One of the patients actually happens to be Chet Driscoll, yes, Amy's brother. Now both Amy and Nathan are having a bit of a hard time getting rid of their Ask Man Letters persona because Maxie is trying to use that persona to further her career. Now Maxie has been acting kind of like a spoiled brat lately, and that's kind of true to who her character once was. Not so much for who her character is now, so I'm not sure how I feel about it. She's even going as far as bossing Nelle around. Not that that lasts very long, because Nelle decides that she's going to try to blackmail Valentin by using the picture of him and Cassandra kissing to hopefully get herself a raise. Now when she showed Nina that picture that she took a month ago, that completely backfired on Nelle. Nina, in a surprising turn of events, figures out what Nelle was doing. Nina figured out in no time flat that Nelle's plan was to blackmail Valentin with that picture because of the fact that she waited this long to tell her. The crocodile tears that Nelle was giving did not work for Nina at all, and Nina fired her ass. I don't know about you guys, but I have this creeping sensation that Nelle is going to lose her damn mind a la Lisa Niles. I honestly think she's gonna go batshit crazy and take her revenge out on the entire town. I'm waiting for it, I'm living for it, I'm ready for it. Alright, so we have to talk about it. Julian Jerome is back on our screens. I know that there are some people that are super happy about it, and given that William DeVry is a fellow Montrealer like myself, I should be happy for him, but I just cannot stand the character of Julian. No amount of rewrites is gonna make me forget the image of Julian holding that knife to Alexis's throat. The domestic violence aspect of Julexis is just not something I want to have to stomach. I don't care that his crazy ass sister made him do it. This guy, when he thought that she was pregnant and wearing a wire, literally threw her to the floor, made her trip, and then dragged her to the pier to slice her throat. If Sunny had not gotten there, she would be dead. So yeah, that's just me. Rant over. Alright, now that that is out of my system, I will talk about the story. So Alexis found out from Scott Baldwin that Julian was beaten within an inch of his life in jail, and he convinced her to go to the prison. Of course she felt incredibly sorry for him, even when that big macho guy shoved him against the wall. I kinda miss the Alexis that didn't really need a man. The strong, powerful lawyer Alexis. You still there, boo-boo? Come back. And now for the tale of two Jasons. So both Jasons found out this week that there was in fact a twin brother. Elizabeth told Jason 1.0 while he was in prison about the twin, and Jason 2.0 found out from Curtis about the twin. Also Franco. Sonny is trying to get answers from Dr. Klein, who he bails out of prison. He brings him to his empty restaurant in the empty office and waits for the phone call from Klein's client. Of course the client has a voice modifier, so we can't understand if it's a guy or a girl or whoever, but Sonny does find out that whoever it is literally here in Port Charles right now. So what I want to know from you is, who do you think the client is? There are a lot of people that think Helena, there are a lot of people that think Faison, because those are the two go-to people. Some people are even thinking it's Dr. Bench, which is pretty left field, but also possible, I guess. We know next to nothing about the man except that he creeps us out. I feel like he creeps everyone out, right? Personally, I kind of want to see Manny Ruiz come back. Yes, he was killed off, so was everybody else on this damn show, so let's forget about that. They could always just say that his twin brother that appeared and disappeared was, actually Manny in disguise. But yeah, let me know your wild theories on who you think the client is. Moving onward though, we had a pretty stellar scene between Stelly, Steve and Kelly, original Jason and Sam. Jason 1.0 learns that Sam has a daughter, Emily Scout. And we see a pretty cute moment between Jason and Emily Scout. He even talks about Scout's big sister, Lila. And of course my OG J-Sam loving heart like broke to pieces. Fun fact, if you didn't know, it was actually the anniversary of that baby's passing. For those that don't know, Sam was actually pregnant with Sunny's child, like, you know, every other woman on the show has been. Once Sunny and Sam broke up, Jason took Sam in to take care of her and the baby, and really that's what brought J-Sam together in the first place. And to this day, the scene where Jason has to tell Sam that she lost the baby is the most powerful scene that the two of them have ever shared. Meanwhile, Jason 2.0 is feeling pretty down. Everyone has pretty much abandoned the poor guy. Everyone except Monica. The two of them shared a beautiful scene in the Quartermain crypt. Monica reassured him that he will always be her son, and Jason 2.0 decided to tell her that there may be a twin out there. Monica was very unimpressed by Susan Moore's actions, of course. She never did like that girl. And my favorite part about that scene is that she spoke to Alan and just said, "I wish that you could be here for this miracle." And honestly, I can see where Monica is coming from, because she has faced so much loss in her life between the kids and Alan. Potentially getting another gift of Alan's other son somewhere out there, which is obviously somewhere between the two of those boys, is definitely a blessing in disguise. Anyway, Jason 2.0 got back to the house and saw Jason 1.0 holding Emily Scout. He was pretty unimpressed, and Sunny and Carly then showed up to bring Jason 2.0 into the loop because of what they had found out. But the person who did this to them is somewhere in Port Charles. Sam decides to put her foot down because of all the animosity between Jason 1.0 and 2.0 and says that they need to talk this out, and that's when Jordan shows up. Jordan shows up with the DNA test results proving who is who, and the only thing it proved is that they're both Jason Morgan. Yeah, so I think it's safe to assume that on Monday's show, they're probably going to talk about the twin. What I'm also sure about is that we're probably not going to get the answers of who the twin is for a while. Now, I know that everybody really wants Steve to be Jason, and you know, I kind of want that too, but I honestly, within my heart of hearts, believe that they're probably going to go with Billy being the real Jason, if only because literally everyone seems to think that Steve's Jason is the real Jason. It would be the perfect soapy plot twist to have everyone wrong. And you know these writers can't help but mess with the crowd, right? They do it all the time. That's just my 2 cents. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up, and you can subscribe if you want to, and I will catch you guys next week.